Welcome to the University of Batangas, Batangas City Campus, 79th Commencement Exercises Academic Year 2022 to 2023.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, temas ng sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingin, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng bagaw, ay hinatang tulang awit sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtinig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magtitinig. Luman ang araw ng maraming pagsinta, huwag langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya naman ay magamin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
At this juncture, I would like to call on Attorney Vicente Bernardo V. Mayo Jr., Assistant Vice President for Legal Affairs, to introduce our guest of honor and speaker.
Chairman of the Board of Regents, Jesus V. Mayo, University President, Lili Marlene Javier Hernandez, President Emeritus Hernando B. Perez, members of the Board of Regents, officers of the University, deans, department heads, members of the faculty, employees, parents of the graduating students, dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest speaker is a woman beloved by Batangueños. We have long waited for her to be our speaker at the University of Batangas. Maria Leonor Herona Robredo was the 14th Vice President of the Philippines, serving from 2016 to 2022. During her term, she reinvented the Vice President's office into an advocacy-centered organization through a flagship poverty alleviation program that thrived on private-public partnerships. Angat Buhay brought much-needed interventions on education, health, nutrition, and food security, rural development, women empowerment, and housing and resettlement. The kind of leadership she has long practiced, ethical, empowering, efficient, and inclusive, was further highlighted during the height of the pandemic when she and her office stood at the forefront of COVID response operations, which we all witnessed. Robredo's work in politics was heavily inspired by her years as a human rights lawyer. After serving in government, she set up the nonprofit Angat Pinas Incorporated, which now carries the Angat Buhay program. It strives to empower volunteers across the country in the collective mission to uplift Filipino lives. Robredo has also been sharing her insights and experiences with academic institutions, think tanks, and different organizations in the Philippines and overseas. For fall term 2022, she joined the Harvard community as one of its Kennedy Schoolhouser leaders, where she provided perspective, particularly on the impact of disinformation and influence in the Philippines. Leni Robredo, together with her late husband, Jesse Robredo, has 3 daughters, Jessica Marie Robredo, Janine Patricia Robredo, and Jillian Therese Robredo, who are all successful in their respective careers. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud. Let us all welcome Vice President Leni Robredo.
Thank you very much. Maupo po tayong lahat. Attorney Jesus Mayo, Chairman of the Board of Regents, Dr. Hernando Perez, President Emeritus, University President Lily Marlene Hernandez-Bon, administrators, faculty and staff, families, friends, guests, and our dear graduates, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Congratulations, Batch 2023. Matindi ang inyong pinagdaanan to reach this milestone. Sa paglalakbay na yan, may kanya-kanya kayong mga kwento, mga pagsubok na hinarap, mga tagumpay na nilasak, mga saya at lungkot na maaaring dinala ng mag-isa o pinagsaluhan. Whatever the case may be, you navigated through life's challenges and changes as the world was shifting at a rapid pace, as our very lives were upended by the greatest health crisis of our lifetime. And now, as we face the new normal, alongside tests and threats to our culture and values. Sa kabila ng inyong mga pagkakaiba, binibigkis kayo ng maraming mga bagay. Lahat kayo may mga baon na pangarap. Lahat ng inyong pagsisikap ay may pinaglalaanan. At ang tagumpay na pinagdiriwang natin ngayong araw ay patunay ng kolektibo nating pagpapahalaga sa edukasyon. Ang mga diploma at degree na tatanggapin nyo ngayong araw na ito ay itinuturing na susi tungo sa isang mas magandang bukas. Mga konkretong patunay na mga pangarap at pangako para sa hinaharap. Throughout your years here at the University of Batangas, you were raised with certain core values: faith in God, love of wisdom, and service to fellow men. The first taps into your spirit. The second nurtures your intellect. And the third lends you purpose. While your spirit and your intellect may have often been challenged within your classes or in the bigger world we live in, embracing purpose perhaps can be the most difficult of all. In a world that awakens our worst instincts, the argument for selfishness, for the me mindset grows louder from its corner. There may be some of you here who dream of saving the world. Others here may be dreaming of prominence, of wealth, of well-curated lives. Maaari sigurong tuwing nagsuscroll kayo sa social media, paminsan napapatigil kayo sa mga post na mga sikat o mayayaman at sinasabi nyo sa sarili, sana all. Or di kaya, magkakaroon din ako niyan. Malawak para sa inyo ang mundo. Malaya pang mangarap. Sky is the limit, ika nga. Alongside this optimism are the realities that you contend with. After today, you will face a new set of challenges, whether it is in pursuit of new or more work, your licensure exams, self-imposed deadlines, or the yearning for what comes next. Outside your aspirations for the self, you're called upon to respond to the needs of loved ones and the communities you belong to. You are expected to be many things to many different people. You were raised by an institution that has faith in the dignity of the human person, in the democratic process, and in the freedom of a person to worship God according to his conscience. That you were educated under this commitment is a feat in itself, and one that raises a higher bar. That definitely isn't easy, and some days can be more difficult than others. But the education and the values you received here calls on you to orient yourself to the welfare of others. This requires intention. Ang patuloy na tingnan ang isang malupit na mundo ng may kabutihang dala sa inyong puso. Ang ituring ang sarili bilang bahagi ng mas malawak na mundo at buksan ang puso para sa kapwa. In the midst of the challenges that we face, as one community and one nation, intentionally choosing kindness, love, and service is an underrated strength. Sa isang malupit na mundo, liwanag ang dala ng bawat sandali na pinipili natin na maging mabuti, na magpakabuti, na magbigay ng bahagi ng ating sarili para sa ikabubuti ng ating kapwa at ng komunidad na ating kinabibilangan. Hindi mali ang ingatan ang sarili. Hindi mali ang mangarap para sa sarili. Hindi mali ang maghangad ng higit pa. Tinatawag kayo na lumabas sa mga pansariling interes, na isabuhay ang edukasyon na natanggap ninyo para sa kolektibong misyon na mapabuti at ang ating bayan. Every single contribution to this collective mission, big or small, is a building block towards the future of our hopes. A society that is fairer and kinder. One that embraces everyone, no matter their status in life, and gives them a shot at pursuing their dreams. One that allows each Filipino access to basic services, to opportunities, and to a more comfortable life. One where the disparity becomes narrower, and those who have less can count on the collective to hold their hand and usher them towards a better tomorrow. Today, life, you're being pulled into many different directions towards various obligations, to bigger dreams and shoes to fill. There is so much in our world that needs fixing. But today, or even just in the moment, as we gather in this hall, take the time to recognize what this achievement means. Ika nga ni Taylor Swift, and I quote, "To live for the hope of it all," close quote. As you do, remember that this journey is not one that you will make on your own. Your dreams are an extension of others. Your achievements are celebrated by the community you have built for yourselves. You can trust that in your failures and darkest days, light will seek you out in the form of a helping hand or a shoulder to cry on. People will cheer for you. Yours are doing so right in this very hall, and throughout life, there will always be good ones walking alongside you. Ibig sabihin, hindi kayo nag-iisa. Kindness is one we extend without need for reward. But may you take comfort in the fact that somehow, time and time again, the universe proves that seeds of beautiful deeds reap equally beautiful rewards. Whether it's kindness extended right back at you, or kindness taking root and spreading beyond your corner in the world, the good always triumphs in the end. But it will only do so if we take an active role in the collective pursuit. Once again, congratulations, Batch 2023. With everyone else here today, I wish for your success. Marami pong salamat sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay kayong lahat.
Thank you very much, Honorable Maria Leonor Herona Robredo, for sharing with us your words of inspiration.